Justin Muturi, ile kiboko tulipiga Gachagua ndio inakuja kwako. You resign ama nikutoe.
That sometimes revolutions eat their own children.
Yes. Ayub, they'll come for you here next. After that, they'll come for me.
We impeach you.
I would just say, bring it on, eh?
Is there trouble in paradise? If not, the writings are on the wall. On Tuesday, January 14th, the CS was spotted making his way to the Kilimani police station to record a statement after his explosive press conference, where he claimed his son had also been a victim of abduction. According to the reports, the CS received a harrowing phone call from his daughter-in-law, who informed him that she had received a word from Embakasi West Member of Parliament, Mark Mwenje, about his son Leslie Muturo's plight.
Well, they say that they have actually recorded statements from the other witnesses who are with my son, among them the Honorable Mark Mwenje and another young man, Mark Mwenje's driver. They say they have recorded his statements. They have also recorded a statement from a gentleman who was with my son in his car called Marango Imanyara. They say they have recorded their statements. So they are now busy processing according to them.
Following your statements, some leaders have now come forward and they're saying they're calling for your resignation or even orchestrating an impeachment motion against you in Parliament. First, how do you respond to this, and is this the beginning of you breaking ranks with the government?
I would just say, bring it on. At my age, I'm not the kind of person to respond to some of it is really very perfunctory statement made by fairly inexperienced politicians. I think they're not worthy my response. So if anybody thinks that I don't know what I'm doing, then they are up for a rude shock.
The CS arrived at the station with the media cameras in tow, where he proceeded to record the statement. In the footage, the CS met the Kilimani OCS, among other police bosses, who later engaged in a conversation that the media was shut out. This comes days after the CS hit out at the government about the increased abductions in the wake of the protests. Muturi, who despite being in government was an affected party after the enforced disappearance of his son, who was later released. His comments came as a huge surprise as it was perceived as going against the grain. This was resulted in speculation mounting over his future in President William Ruto's government. When addressing the media on Sunday, January 12th at Sarova Hotel, Muturi stated that little was done to secure his son's release, despite standing at the time. He served as an Attorney General and a member of the National Security Council. Kenya Kwanza Chief Whip Silvanus Osoro announced plans to impeach Public Service Secretary Justice Muturi, accusing him of blackmailing the government over the rising cases of abduction in the country. Speaking during an abduction function at Nyambarande grounds in Southern Girango, Osoro criticized Muturi for publicly faulting the government instead of addressing the issue directly with President William Ruto in cabinet meetings. Osoro outlined 3 options for Muturi: resign, issue a public apology, or face impeachment when Parliament resumes. He also dismissed Muturi's recent claim of his son's abduction, asserting that the young man was arrested for drug-related activities at a city pub.
Justin Muturi, ile kiboko tulipiga Gachagua ndio inakuja kwako. You resign ama nikutoe. Vile tuna resume bunge, because tuko na siku 14 ndio to resume bunge. Justin Muturi, you have 3 options. Ya kwanza, resign. Ya pili, apologize to ignore your maneno. Ya tatu, we impeach you. Tuna collect signatures, uende nyumbani. You cannot serve the government of Kenya yenye unalima kila siku. Ati yo maneno namna hii. Sani yako anashikwa akifanya ukora, unasema ni abduction. Na wewe sani yako alipatikana kwa bar na vitu zingine za kufuta sijui nini, akashikwa. Fundisha mtoto wako maadili bwana. Wacha ajipange pole pole. It can't be that the only people complaining are from one region. It can't be. Mpaka ma CSS mumongezewa. Leo vetting inafanywa ya CSS kutoka mlima. Na sisi tumenyamaza tu. Unafikiria tuko happy? We impeach you.
I would just say, bring it on, eh? At my age, I'm not the kind of person to respond to some of it is really very perfunctory statement made by fairly inexperienced politicians. I think they are not worthy my response. So if anybody thinks that I don't know what I'm doing, then they are up for a rude shock. Move of a cabinet secretary is very simple. Just go to Article 132. It says the president may appoint with the approval of the National Assembly, may nominate, and with the approval of the National Assembly, appoint and dismiss cabinet secretary. So even when I took this job, I was fully aware of those professions.
Aldai MP Mary Ann Kitani went as far as demanding for his resignation, adding that she would file a censure motion in parliament if he failed to step down.
Kama mtoto alikuwa abducted, alafu akarilisiwa, kuna kitu inaitwangwa kwenda kuripoti kwa police station. Kutoka hiyo miezi 6 tangu siku hiyo aliyekuwa abducted na kurudishwa paka saa hii hujaenda kuripoti kwa police station. Unataka nani akufanyie hiyo kazi? You are the minister for public, meaning hao watu wote in short wana report kwako. Ukikuja kwa media kutuambia kwa press na wewe ndio minister ya hao watu, hiyo ni kusema nini? Si umekosa kazi yako? Umeshindwa na kazi? So bado unafanya nini kwa hiyo ofisi? Wewe ujiuzulu, kuja ongea huku nje kama raia mwema. Ushike microphone kama raia mwema ukiongelesha ukigonga hiyo serikali. Lakini huwezi gonga serikali ukiwa ndani yake. Haiwezekani. Kama huwezi heshimu serikali yenye unaifanyia kazi. Mimi kama mjumbe kazi yangu ni kitu inaitwa oversight. Ninakuambia wewe ujiuzulu, na usipojiuzulu mimi nitapeleka motion bunge ya kusensha wewe.
Muturi's son was allegedly picked up by armed hooded gangsters while they were traveling along Dennis Pretty Road, turning into Lenguruon Avenue. Leslie was in the company of Mwenje, an advocate of High Court of Kenya, Marangu Imanyara. The reports further detail how Leslie, Imanyara and Mwenje had come together to attend a birthday party in Lavington at the time of the incident. The CS further detailed in the report that the car that abducted his son was a white Toyota Prado, whose details were forwarded to the then Inspector General of Police, Japhet Koome, who promised to circulate information across various police stations. Hours later, the Directorate of Criminal Investigation (DCI) responded, inviting him to record statement, noting that his son's case was already on records at the DCI Kilimani. Muturi's comments were met with fierce tribute from leaders Ali Turuto, who castigated the CS over his move to lament about abductions through the media and not through the state channels.